How long can they stand? Determining the walking ability in broilers using the latency-to-lie test. Walking ability is a relevant animal-based indicator of welfare in broilers. Birds with impaired mobility may face challenges in accessing feed and water. Mobility issues can also prevent them from performing motivated behaviors, is linked with increased morbidity and mortality rates, and may be associated with pain. The most commonly used method to assess the walking ability of broilers is the Bristol scale, which is a 6-point gait scoring system. In this scoring protocol, broilers are visually assessed while walking and assigned a score ranging from 0, indicating no detectable mobility issues, to 5, where the bird is unable to walk. The Bristol scale is often used as the gold standard in the validation of alternative assessment methods. While this method is widely accepted, it has its limitations. It requires dedicated training and regular calibration, can be subjective, and is time-consuming when assessing large flocks. To address these limitations, the latency-to-lie test has been developed as a more objective alternative. The latency-to-lie test measures how long a bird remains standing before sitting down, with longer durations being associated with better walking ability. In the traditional version of this test, birds are placed in a tub of shallow water, which discourages them from sitting. However, this is impractical on farm. EURCAW-Poultry-SFA tested the validity of modified versions of the latency-to-lie test without using water. We tested the performance of the latency-to-lie test with and without a box to contain the birds, and compared it with the Bristol scale assessment of the same birds. Based on the strong correlation between the latency-to-lie tests and the Bristol scale assessment, we concluded that the latency-to-lie test without water provides an objective, robust and practical alternative to traditional gait scoring methods, suitable for on-farm use. Let us show you how the test is performed. When the test is done with a box, you'll need a transparent box, bigger than the animal's, with bedding from the barn and a stopwatch. A bird is placed in standing position in a transparent box, and the stopwatch is then started. The latency until the bird sits down is recorded. Then the test stops and the bird is removed from the box. In case the bird doesn't sit down, the test is ended after 300 seconds. Multiple birds may be scored simultaneously in separate boxes by the same observer. When the test is done without a box, a sitting or lying bird is gently encouraged to stand up, and then the test follows in the same way as for the test with a box. Using a box provides better differentiation between traditional gait scores compared to the test without a box, but requires more material. In conclusion, the latency-to-lie tests without water is objective and validated and do not require training. It is easily implemented on commercial farms and does not require forcing lame birds to walk.